Hi guys, in this video I'll be talking about the Peacemaker Season 2 show. This is my review about it, and just in case you're not interested in the show or you have seen it, there's going to be some spoilers due to my theories and my feelings for the DCU, etc. So let's get to it. So who is Peacemaker, you may ask? Well, Peacemaker, aka Christopher Smith, debuted in Fighting 5, issue 40 in 1966, created by Joe and Pat, during the Times and Uncharted comics. The character was a pacifist willing to do anything to bring peace to the world. The character would feature in a short-lived comic book run and would later be revived after DC Comics acquired the company. Peacemaker won't show up again until Vigilante 36, which saw a whole different change of the character, where he is a violent vigilante haunted by ghosts of his past. Ooh. Sooner or later, he got a new comic book run alongside other appearances in other books. Luckily, April of 2025, DC Finance Collection managed to reprint most of the Peacemaker comic books. Nowadays, Peacemaker has appeared in different comic book runs and entertainment as well. In 2021, this is where it all started. Peacemaker showed up in James Gunn's Suicide Squad, played by John Cena. Knowing this film was way better improvement than the other Suicide Squad film, James would later make a spin-off show called Peacemaker in 2022. Now, I never saw Season 1 because I'm not into TV anime shows, but luckily the show was not meant to set up for future movies. However, in 2022, Discovery was assumed by Warner Brothers, and David decided to have DC Comics be his own studio and hire Peter Safran and James Gunn. James Gunn, for some reason, decided to reboot the DCEU, have some parts of the Suicide Squad film and Peacemaker be somewhat canon. This was confusing for a lot of fans, but I'm pretty sure everything will be explained in future projects down the road. So all in all, so far since 2024 and 5, we have had Creature Commandos, Superman, and Peacemaker Season 2. So how was the show, you may ask? Well, here's the thing. I wasn't really interested in the show in the first place. Same goes for Creature Commandos. But even if this show is a self-contained story that may or may not be connected to future films, I decided to give it a watch anyway while watching a recap video of Season 1. So when I watched Season 2, Episode 1, my reaction was pretty much similar to others as well. It is definitely not for kids, due to having nudity, F-bombs, swearing songs, gory, and gendas, you name it. I don't even care about the comedy that much. I laugh, I know. But I just want to watch it as the story. I did exit out that one time on the show for a little bit and probably don't even want to watch it. But what else to watch nowadays? So as the episodes through the weeks kept going, trying to ignore the swearing, so far so good, the show was getting interesting. It's pretty much where Christopher went to a world where his dad and brother were alive. But episode 6 and 7 is where the twist came in, where the world was in fact run by Nazis! Oh no! And his dad would soon later be revealed to be a good guy, until he got killed later while his brother was almost beaten to death. Now, a Nazi universe, you say? Well, in the comics, the world was called Earth X, that debuted in Justice League issue 107. The fans were already speculating about theories that maybe the DCU is going to adapt Crisis on Infinite Earths, knowing the Arrowverse and the anime film has done the storyline already. However, episode 8 would sooner or later change that theory, when Ripley Sr. put Christopher Smith into another world that meant to be for a future prison for Batman humans. At first, I thought it was going to lead to an original story event, but it turns out it actually happened in the comics. Another related storyline called Salvation Run, where the villains are in prison on a planet, which I have read, of course, on my app after the show came out. It's mostly just Lord of the Flies with supervillains. But anyway, as for the cameos themselves, it's pretty much characters from the Superman movie, such as the Just Gang, Lex Luthor, plus his minions. They even have a Checkmate Easter egg, which that team was in the comics. As for the whole show itself, sure, the final episode may be a little bit disappointing, thinking we're going to see Christopher's brother seek revenge or taking down Argus, but I guess not. The show does have some good acting, action, and some fun moments too. Now then, what's coming soon, you may ask? Well, next year, as of right now, we got Lanterns TV show in the works, followed by Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, inspired by the comic book, and Clayface, a movie that I'm not sure why we're getting one, but whatever. Okay, so this is where my concerns come into play, and about the future of not just the movies, but the TV shows in general. Knowing we had two TVMA shows that are canon to the DCU, my biggest fear is that every show is going to be TVMA and we're getting less PG-13 shows. And honestly, I miss the days when DC shows were fun and entertaining, and why we liked DC Comics and got into reading them in the first place. Those shows, along, were a mixture of light and seriousness, with zero of anything that Peacemaker and Creatures had. Ever since the late 2010s and early 2020s, we've been getting DC shows with TVMA brand on it. All in all, I'm just hoping that the DCU would put out shows that people of my age can watch, plus their kids, because it won't be fun just watching characters swear all the time and gory imagery pop out of nowhere. I know DC Comics should be opposite of Marvel, but both comic book universes have the same tone, light and serious. Yeah, I know, I'm 28, I should stop complaining about this type of thing. We're grown ups, we can handle this stuff. Well, guess what? I'm not complaining, I'm just giving out facts about how I feel about DCU so far. Now then, I do have a theory and hoping that TV shows does not interfere with the movies, meaning no TV characters in the films. I remember how Age of S.H.I.E.L.D. was a show that was canon at first, and there were times when it had movie characters cameoed in them alongside movie references as well. And the TV characters don't even appear in the films at all. But nowadays they do, and hoping James Gunn can find ways where it won't be the case. Well, what do you guys think? Do you like the show? And I think that would do it for this video. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time. Bye! If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, share, like, ring the notification bell, and check out other videos in my channel too. Thanks for watching. Bye!